Hey guys, Ben here back with another video. Today I'm touching on diversification. I'm going to give you an even more in-depth look into what sectors to invest in if you're choosing to start your journey on the Holy Grail strategy. Okay? So, diversification. I'm going to start with what are core holdings. Okay? A lot of people know what diversification is, but they don't really know how to use it properly. So I'm going to show you how I've learned to do it and how I'm being somewhat successful with it right now, okay? So we will start with what are core holdings. Core holdings would be what people describe as a safe index fund for the most part, that's going to do well throughout time and that you put most of your money into so that you can fall back on that if your other stocks that you decide to take a chance on don't work out so well. So an example of a core holding would be the S&P 500, which is the 500 largest stocks in America. It's held up by the top 7, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, Tesla, and the other 2 I can't remember right now. So, I'm not a financial advisor, but what people recommend is you need to build a couple indexes of your core holdings to take most of the weight of your portfolio. Okay, until you get comfortable with investing and you start learning more, and you start understanding how the game works a bit more. Just focus on core holdings so that you're limiting your risk. Okay, so that's a quick overview of that. How do I decide which sectors to invest in? As I've said in previous videos, start with what interests you first. Start with some core holdings. So S&P 500, start with your interests. If you love Apple, then buy Apple. Buy the iPhone company, right? So I'm going to go over the different sectors pretty quick. So there's the financial sector, of course, which are banks, American banks. These are all things that you can invest in overseas and stuff. Public utilities. So some of these are very good because they're never going to go away, right? As I wrote down here, is it going to be here in 5 to 10 years? You have to ask yourself that before you make a purchase of a stock, of a company. Before you want to become a business owner in this stock, you have to decide for yourself if it's going to be here in 5 to 10 years. So, back to the sectors. There is foreign and international bonds. I'll give a quick overview of what a bond is. So, when a bond is debt, so let's put it this way. There's provincial, there's corporate, and there's government bonds. Provincial bond would be you're giving money, you're giving a loan to, we're talking provincial, you're giving a loan to the provincial government or a provincial sector in your province or whatever, and therefore they're going to give you interest back. So it's as if you got a loan from the bank and they're paying you back. Oh no, sorry, you're paying them back in installments. A bond is the exact same, but the opposite. I give you money and you give me installments back in interest. Okay, that's how a bond works. So you can get those overseas or you can get them domestically in your own country. I wouldn't recommend those right now. However, I'm not a financial advisor. Because of the markets and interest rates and inflation, they all, in 10-year treasury notes and tips, we won't get into all that, but that influences how bonds work. We won't worry about that right now. You have emerging markets. So, for example, China, Brazil, Asia, any country that's developing is considered an emerging market, and those tend to be doing very well, especially right now. So, you can invest in Europe. That's popular, but it's not as popular as it used to be. I put the S&P 500 here again because that's just a good core holding for people to carry. I have the public utilities, so water distribution, energy distribution throughout country to country, stuff like that. We have energy, clean energy, windmills, Tesla is a prime example. You have real estate, okay? You can invest in the housing market. You can do all that. You can do e-commerce, which is online online selling. So Amazon, Alibaba, which are doing huge and they're not going away. So all these sectors right here that I've listed, they're going to be here in 5 to 10 years. So whether you get an index fund, which is a collection, a basket of stocks all in one, or you just get individual stocks for these types of things, it's going to be here in 5 to 10 years, you're going to be fine. A quick note from Ray Dalio. When it comes to speculation, only take bets that you're highly confident in and diversify them well. That's why I'm touching on diversification. So when making speculation moves, like you hope a company's going to skyrocket, or the news is telling you that a company's going to go way, way up, and then you're so emotionally attached that you throw all your money in there. That's called a speculation move. So if you're going to do that, consider these things first. Consider the stable markers in your portfolio before you take speculation bets. Be highly confident in your bets, diversify them well, and know your consequences afterwards if things don't go the way you thought. Last note, it's my birthday today. Please subscribe, help a brother out. Thank you. I'll see you next time.